Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. And a warm welcome to the IEEE Affinity Groups, Communities, and Societies Summit 2025. We are delighted to have you all with us today for our second virtual session of the summit. I am 𝐕𝐶𝐄𝐄𝐄, your host for this evening, and I currently serve as the Vice Chair of the IEEE Smart Cities Communities ad hoc committee. Our theme for today's session is Building Bridges within IEEE, Virtual Speakers, Puzzlers, and Collaborating in Action, a theme that reflects IEEE commitments to fostering collaboration, engagement, and innovation across communities and societies. Today's discussion will give us deeper insights into the IEEE Virtual Speakers Bureau, IEEE Puzzlers, and IEEE Collaborative, three initiatives that brings members together globally to share knowledge, learn, and grow. It's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker for today's session, Ms. Sibyl Ghanem. Sibyl is a Red Hat certified system administrator currently working as a system engineer in support and implementation in Video Offshore, where she also serves as the eSIM application manager. She was recently recognized among the IEEE Computer Society 20s in their 20s honorees, celebrating emerging leaders in computer science and engineering. Sibyl is also the recipient of the IEEE MGA Young Professionals Achievement Award 2024 in recognition of her exceptional leadership in IEEE Day and IEEE Extreme. Since joining IEEE in 2016, Sibyl has been an active and dedicated volunteer. She currently serves as the co-chair of the IEEE YP Climatic and Sustainability Subcommittee 2025 and as the chairperson of the IEEE Young Professionals Lebanon. In addition, she contributes to the IEEE Regenerate Young Professionals team, where she plays a vital role in empowering youth and strengthening the YP network across the region. Her journey beautifully combines technical expertise, leadership, and community spirit, truly embodying the essence of what it means to be an IEEE volunteer. We are very honored to have her with us today to share her insights on building stronger bridges within IEEE. Without further delay, let's hear from Sibyl on today's theme, Building Bridges within IEEE, Virtual Speakers, Puzzlers, and Collaborative Adoption. Over to you.
Thank you so much, 𝐕𝐶𝐄𝐄𝐄, for the amazing introduction, and thank you to everyone who's on the call today. I will first start with introducing the Virtual Speakers Bureau. So let me first share my screen. If you can, please let me know once you can see the presentation.
Sure. Yes, it's visible.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So hello everyone once again. I want to right now introduce myself as the project lead or chairperson of the Virtual Speakers Bureau. It's an initiative of the Student Activities Committee, the International Activities Committee under MGA actually. And this initiative has one main goal. It is to pair student branches first and other organizational units as well with hundreds of vetted professional speakers. So what does that mean? This means that this program is basically the way that students and requesters from any organizational unit from IEEE can come into the website of the Virtual Speakers Bureau. They can check a list of speakers, and then from our list of speakers, they can select their own speaker that they would like to invite for their own event. So this slide basically recaps how it works in very easy way to understand. Basically, the requester will go to the website. On our website, we have a list that you can scroll through. Then once you choose your speaker, then you will request the speaker. And afterwards, we hope that this will you will have an event. So that's how we've been doing for the past couple of years, ever since we started the program. We are in the middle, we are the link between these OUs and the speakers. And so far in 2025, we've had more than 250 pairing requests, and thankfully, we've had more than 200 pairings done. So 200 requesters got their own speakers for their events. So this is really great, and we hope that you can also benefit from the program. So more about the program, you can scan the QR code or you can use this link. I can also paste it in the chat. So basically that's the link to go to our Virtual Speakers Bureau page on the website of IEEE students. And if you go to this link, you will check the list of professional speakers that we have. So far we have more than 600 topics that you can find on the website. So if you go to the website, you scroll through the topics, you will find topics from every range of events that you would like to have. Like you can find professional topics about how to be, like, for example, how can I write a research paper, or maybe how to be a leader in my own student branch, and so on. Or you can find other types of topics, something that is more technical. Like, for example, I can go to the website, I can search and find some topics related to AI, related to maybe any other type of engineering, to energy, to resilience, to so many other things as well. So when you go to the website, you can scroll through that. And afterwards, when you choose your speakers, you will request through our form. And that's where the bureau's role comes into play. So the Virtual Speakers Bureau is responsible for pairing you as the requester with the speaker who is available for your event. So now, and that's new for 2025, the pairing is automated. So that makes it even a better user experience for you. You don't have to wait a long time to be paired with a speaker. Every speaker gets up to 1 week to approve if they are available or not. And if they are not available, then we will move on to the next speaker until we finish all of your choices. So we'll keep doing that automatically in a way that is easy for you to get the pairing when the speaker accepts it. At the same time, you will get an email confirming your pairing. So that's really great. And afterwards, once the pairing is done, you will get the information to contact the speaker, and then you can decide the event details together. So what's great here is that you have your own autonomy in deciding everything related to that. You don't need to come and talk to the Virtual Speakers Bureau anymore. Since you already got the speaker's information, you can just coordinate together. And then after you coordinate the event date, time, if you'd like to have it online, or also, as a spoiler, it can be done in person as well right now, and we'll talk that in the next slides. So you can coordinate all of that with a speaker, and then afterwards, after your event, you will get a form, a feedback form, and if you fill the form, you will receive a certificate. So what's great is that all of these talks can be delivered in several languages. So if you go to our website, I think we have more than 17 languages so far. So you can search for the language that you'd like to have your talk in, and then you can find all of the topics that you can request. And all of that is free of charge. So we are not charging anything, it is all free. Okay, now all of that I just explained, it aligns with the strategic roadmap of IEEE students. What does that even mean? So IEEE students have like a roadmap. They have several goals that they would like to implement during the year. And some of these goals are here. You can see, for example, a main goal that says that they want to improve access to resources and learning opportunities. And that's what we've been doing basically, because thanks to our program, we are able to give you more topics. We have more than 600 topics available, so you are able to have learning opportunities by having your events. A second goal is also to enhance the quality of the activity and the variety of the activity, and that's also what we've been doing, because we are vetting these speakers for quality control. So all of the speakers who are on the website have went through a vetting process before being accepted. And also we have a lot of languages available, so that helps as well for the variety of activities and the inclusion, so that everyone can find a talk. Even if it's not in English, you can find it in another language as well. Other than this, we also want to improve and diversify volunteer recognition, and that's something that the program does really well, because we are providing like certificates for speakers, and hopefully in the future we can provide some badges as well. And also we can share the feedback, because sometimes we get feedback from speakers and requesters, so we would like to share it also on social media. And finally, developing new engaging and inclusive program. As I mentioned, it is very inclusive because it's in multiple languages. but also it is available worldwide. So anyone can apply, can get a speaker from our program. It is available for all of the IEEE organizational units. Okay, so now let's get into how you can basically request a speaker. I've prepared here a step-by-step guide to help you get started. So first you have to visit our website. So I will open the website to show it to you at the same time. So here's the website. I think you're seeing it right now. So if I scroll through the website, I can see here the same introduction I just gave you. It is here. You can see here the list of speakers that I've been mentioning. You can see here the talk ID, that's the ID of this specific talk. You can see here the job title, employer of this person, the speaker who applied. You can also see here the topic title of the speaker and also the description. So this, for example, is a topic on resilience blueprint. And then here is the description that explains what's this topic. So if you are requesting this talk, what you will get from this talk. We also include the time zone. So if you look here, you can see this time zone is EST. You can find GMT -4, GMT plus 5.3, which is IST, and so on. So all of that is available here. So it's easy for you to search also by time zone. And finally, as I mentioned, you are able to search by language. So you can see here we have some in English, English and Arabic, Spanish, English and Hindi. So you can see here all of the languages available on the website. So that's the very first step. You have to browse through the list. So as I mentioned, we have 300 topics, even more, that are available on the website. You can browse them, and then once you choose your speaker, then you will have to click on Request a Virtual Speaker, and then you will fill our application. So I will show you how you can do that. Going back to our website, I'm scrolling here. I can see all of the talk IDs here, all of the topics. Let's say there's a topic I'd really like to talk about. So let's say I want a speaker who talks about artificial intelligence. Okay, so there's a lot of speakers here who talk about AI. We have this topic, how AI strategy and data strategy are two sides of the same coin. That's one. Another one, attack prevention using machine learning. Another one, an intro to deep learning, and so on. So what's great here is that you can look through these topics. And if, for example, I'd like to have this speaker as my first choice, and then this speaker as my second choice, and this speaker as my third choice, then I just have to note down these IDs here, these topic IDs. Once you note down the topic IDs that you'd like to have as your first, second, and third choice, then you can just go into this, the Request a Virtual Speaker. I will open it in front of you so you can see it. And here, this is the request form. So when you get this request form, then it will ask you some information to fill. So for example, your first name, your last name, your email address. Make sure that it's an email address that we can reach you so that it's easy for us to reach you through this email, that you're able to receive our emails. Especially your IEEE email would be very helpful if you are using it a lot. Also, your membership number. You can find it on either on Collabratec or IEEE.org if you don't know where to find it. So you can copy your membership number here. And then, since I mentioned that right now it is available for everyone, not just students, there's a question here. And the question asks you if you are applying on behalf of a student branch. So if you say yes, then we ask you to fill in the information of the student branch. What's the name? What's your position in the branch? So you can input any of these positions here. What's the code of the student branch? What's the IEEE region? And in what section? If it's not a student branch, let's say it's another IEEE OU, then you will get here other questions which ask you about what's the OU name, the geocode of the OU. Let's say, for example, if it is a region or if it is a section, or if you are applying on behalf of a chapter, then here you have to add the information since it's not a student branch. And also there's a question, and we add this question because we want to encourage everyone to involve students since we are an initiative from IEEE students. So the question here is, will you involve a student branch? We hope that you say yes. And if you say yes, we also ask you if you require a list of local student branches. So this question here is to actually help organizers. So let's say there are some organizers who are looking to have an event somewhere and they would like to collaborate with a student branch, but they don't know who are the student branches near them. So here, if they want, we can provide them a list of student branches. So you just have to click on yes. So we will provide it by email. And then afterwards, here's a very important question. Are you requesting this event in person? And we will also tackle this in the following slides as well, but I will explain it very briefly. Basically, this is a really good news for all of you that right now in the program, we have introduced in-person speakers. So right now, we are asking our speakers if they are available in person to update on the website, but you can also request the speakers who are from the website, you can request them to talk in person. So if you say yes, that you want the speaker to give the talk in person, then you have to input the information of the location. So let's say I want to give this talk in my country. You can include the state, the town, so that they know where it's going to be in person. And then afterwards, we will send your request to the speaker. We will mention that you'd like to have them in person. And if they are available to do it in person, then you can coordinate together to have this in-person event. However, right now we don't provide funding. For that, we're just pairing you with the speaker, but you can apply for the SPAEX funding if your event is a professional event, professional awareness event. Then you can apply for the funding and you can use this funding to support the travel of the speaker. So as I told you, you have to note down the talk IDs. Once you have the talk IDs, then here you can add them. You can add talk ID number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so up to 5 choices. And what happens is when you submit this request, we will go through your choices. So we will first start with the first choice. We will contact this first speaker. Is the speaker available? If they say yes, then congratulations, we have a pairing. If they are not available, or if they miss the deadline, then we will move on to the next speaker until all of the speakers that you have requested, like the list of speakers you requested is over. Then if no one accepts, we will tell you that no one approved your request. So back to the slides. I think that's what I already explained in step 3, is that the automated smart sheet will automatically contact the speakers. They will have up to 1 week. We will keep sending them reminders, so don't worry, we will send them 3 reminders so that they can approve your request. And if none of the speakers are available, we will send you an email. We will tell you that none of the speakers are available, so you are able to request once again. And also there's something new. Right now, whenever we move on in the process, we will inform you. So if we contact the first speaker said no, and we have to contact the next speaker, we will send you also an email, and we will tell you that we've contacted the first speaker, the speaker is not available, we are moving on to the next one. So you are always informed about what's going on and where we are in the process of pairing you with the speakers. So congratulations. Let's say that you were paired with the speaker and everything is great. Now you have the information of the speaker and you can coordinate together the event details. So the event details, as in if you're gonna have it in person, you can coordinate the location, how the logistics are, so the speaker comes in person. And if you are having it online, you can coordinate on which platform, the date, of course, the time, and all other details. So 2 weeks after the pairing, I actually put days here by mistake. It's 2 weeks after the pairing, you will receive a new email. And in this new email, we will request you to enter the event date on which you agreed on with the speaker, so that we can know when you will have this event. So once you enter the date in the smart sheet, you can either, of course, you can tag a certain flag if you canceled your event, so we also know that you canceled, and you can enter the date. So if your event is still happening and you enter the date, then one day after the event, we will send you a feedback form and we will ask you to fill it. We will also send the feedback form to the speaker and ask the speaker to fill it, so that we can know more about how was your experience and we can provide you a certificate afterwards. So yeah, that's basically how it happens. That's the whole process. And as I mentioned, what's new in 2025 is that the pairing is now automated. So all of this process, as I mentioned, is automatic. You don't have like to wait for someone to send you the email. It's all going to be done automatically. There's no delays. The smart sheet program is handling everything from A to Z, so that we know that it's going to be the best experience that you have. And of course, if you face any issue, you can always reach out to us. So we have an email. I will mention it also here. I will add it in the chat. But in all the emails you receive from Smartsheet, you will also receive this email address that you can send an email to in case you have any issue, or maybe if you entered something wrong in the form, you can just tell us and we will correct it. Okay, now let's say you are a professional and you want to volunteer as a speaker. So here are the steps to be a speaker. First, you have to go to the website. It's the very same website that I shared a couple of minutes ago. If you go to the students' website on the Virtual Speakers Bureau page, then you can click on Become a Virtual Speaker and you will get a form to volunteer as a speaker. So let me show you how it's done. Here's the website. Here's the button. It's called Become a Virtual Speaker. So just by clicking on the button, it will open this page. So basically, this is the same introduction about the program. And then here it says that you can use this form to indicate your interest that you would like to become a speaker. And also, as you just saw with me, that we ask the speakers for their topics so that we know what they would like to present. So here they can fill this form. Of course, we ask them for their main information, such as their email, their name, their job title. Also, most importantly, their biography. And why do I mention the bio? It's because we use this biography to vet the speaker. So it's very important to us to have an updated biography. If you are able to provide us your LinkedIn, if you have a website, you can also add your website, your personal website, anything that can also like help us to know more about your background. It will be very useful. So you can add here in your bio. Also, the name of your employer, if you'd like to share that, you can also fill it here. Also, the name that you'd prefer people to address you when they have the event. And then here we have two important questions. The first one, are you willing to speak in person? And that's very important, because if you are willing to speak in person, then we would like to know where you can speak in person. So let's say I can speak in person only in Lebanon, or I'm willing to travel, so I can speak in person in all of the Middle East, or I can speak in Lebanon, but only in a specific city or in a specific state. So it's very important to us to know where the speaker can speak in person. And then we can also provide this information on the form, on the speakers list, so that people who come to the website can know and can even search this list so that they can find speakers who are able to talk in person near them. So that's why we have this first question. Now we have another question. Are you willing to speak in a panel? And this question is because we want to introduce something new. We know that a lot of people like to request several speakers at a time. And here it's an opportunity for maybe having a panel, like having 2 or 3 speakers together in a panel. So that's something that we are looking forward to implementing in the future. We're working on it, so it's not live yet. But we also always ask the speaker if they are willing, then it will also be an option to request them for a panel. Also, we ask them to provide us an information about their preferred platform, their membership number, their section, their time zone, and also the languages in which they can hold the talk. Like, for example, here you can see some main ones: English, Chinese, Arabic, Spanish, Hindi, Portuguese, and so on. And if there's any other, they can also specify it here. Okay, then here there's one main question. It's how many talks can the speaker give per quarter? And this is very important because when we ask the speaker to fill the request form, they may say we are only available for 3 talks per quarter. So we don't want to disturb them more than 3 times, right? So that's also programmed into our automated smart sheet that if we have a speaker that is requested more than 3 times in the quarter, we don't have to bother them. We can just move on to the next speaker. So a speaker here can choose how many times they can give a talk per quarter, so we don't bother them a lot. And then afterwards here, you can see the talk title that they want to give, the category, if it's professional or technical, the description for this talk. So here we have up to 3 talks that they can suggest. So I can suggest, for example, having a talk on computer systems, then this one is technical, and then I can provide a description. So let's say basics of Linux. So this can be one of the talks I can provide. And the speaker can include 1 talk or up to 3 talks. If they want to give more than 3 talks, then they have to fill it 1 more time. And then afterwards, they just have to submit the form. So this is like basically how someone can fill the speaker submission form so that we can know that they are available and would like to be speakers. Now, what happens next? As I mentioned, we always vet the speaker. We cannot, of course, directly publish all of the speakers for several reasons. Sometimes we get some speakers who like fill in random information. Maybe their expertise does not match the talks that they would like to give. Sometimes we get students who apply to become speakers. So if you look at the list of speakers that we currently have, we have the past IEEE president in the list. We have people who have so many years of experience. So we want to always keep the quality of our speakers by reviewing their biography, their topics versus their expertise. So it's very important for us to look at the biography. That's why I'm always saying, make sure that if you are applying to be a speaker, that you provide as much information as possible in your biography, your LinkedIn, your website, and so on. So we vet the speaker, and then either we accept the speaker and the speaker will be published on the website, or we can reject the speaker. And in all cases, the speaker will receive an automated email that will tell them if they were approved or rejected. Also, it's also possible to approve 1 topic for a speaker and reject another topic. So that's what's great, is that we can check each topic 1 by 1. If you suggest 2 or 3 topics, one of them is within your expertise, another one is not in your expertise, then we will approve one and reject the other. So we will not reject the speaker altogether without looking at each separate topic as a separate application. Once again, announcing that new for 2025 in-person events are live. So right now you can go to the list of speakers on the website. You can choose a speaker. And then when you are requesting a speaker, you can ask them if they would like to be an in-person speaker. You just have to click on yes here. And then when you do that, as I mentioned, the speaker will receive their information and then they can either accept it or they can reject to be in person, but still be there online. So that's an option that we've made available because we've had so many requests to have speakers in person. And hopefully this will even be better in the future as we are updating the website so that we can provide you with the section information of the speaker and where they would like to give the talks. So that's it for the Virtual Speakers Bureau. I took around 30 minutes, so we have some time to go through Collabratech. But first, I think we can take some questions about the Virtual Speakers Bureau before I move on.
Actually, Sybil, we got a comment from Mohammed that he used the virtual bureau speakers for 5 times before, but he's having a delay. I mean, there is a delay while the pairing is happening. But now he actually, I mean, he's saying thanks for automating it.
Yeah, thank you for the comments. Actually, that's one of the main comments that we had before is that a lot of people are requesting speakers. And when you have volunteers who have to do the pairing manually, it takes a lot of time because every time we have to look to each a request one by one, then we have to match the ID of the speaker with the speaker information and the talk information. Then we have to reach out to the speaker. Then we have to do the pairing. So it's a lot of back and forth, and it depends on the availability of the volunteers. So right now it's all automated. We, after automating all of the emails, it's instantaneous. The moment that you submit your request, we will contact the first speaker. So you don't have to wait. And up to 1 week, you will get your first update if the speaker approved or rejected. So that's really great. I hope that everyone is benefiting more from the program now. And I want to encourage, if you're having an event and you'd like to have a speaker from the program, try to request the speaker early on, very early on. Like, for example, I know that right now the year is just beginning. So in a couple of months, you will be having lots of events during the academic year. So right now, when you are planning your year, you can say, for example, I would like to have an event on this topic or this topic. So you can go to the website, fill in the application right now, submit it, and then it will take just some time for the speaker to approve your request, since we are moving through all of the possible speakers that you suggested. But once we finish and you get the email of the speaker, then you can coordinate with them at whichever date that you would like to have the event. So yeah, just make sure to apply as early as possible. Do you have any other comments or questions?
Sybil, actually, I am having one question.
Sure.
Hello. Yeah, actually, there is a vetting process. I mean, it's like a verification process for the speakers, right? Like that, is there any verification process will be there for the participants also?
No, actually, we don't have a vetting process for the student branches or requesters.
Okay, okay.
So
I
it's
mean, it's
open.
just,
Yes, sorry.
I mean, when other than IEEE SBs or IEEE members, others can also utilize this opportunity.
Right now it is open, I think, but I will need to check again if there is any restriction for people who are outside of IEEE. Is that your question?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, because in the form we are asking information about the IEEE membership number, about the section, the region. So that's also a great suggestion that maybe in the future we can add more validation on this information, or even an integration with the IEEE email or IEEE account. Great,
Got it.
thank you.
Others, if you have any questions, you can ask that. You can unmute and ask, or else you can keep it in the chat.
Sybil, I have one question. Do we have any kind of updations or any kind of some modifications to be made in the future of IEEE Virtual Speakers Bureau? And do we have, like, can we have some kind of feedbacks from the student branches who are looking for the speakers if they have some sort of requirements from their end and if they want some features to be added at the platform?
Yes, thank you. That's actually a very good question. So I think right now in the feedback form that we send for all the requesters who request speakers in the program, we send them a form after their event and we ask them one question if there's anything that they would like us to improve, or if there's anything that they would like to request. And similarly, we send one to the speaker afterwards. But it's also a good idea that maybe we can do that for like having a general survey to survey everyone who might want to request a speaker, but maybe are finding it hard to request it through the program, so we can understand more about what are their exact needs. So that's something we can look forward to. I can take it into consideration, and then we can work on it to get the feedback from everyone. But currently it's implemented for those who request the speakers. It's already implemented.
I don't think we have any further questions in the chat window, so we can proceed for the next session.
Okay, perfect. So I will share my presentation. Great. So thank you for listening to me while I was explaining the virtual speakers. Now we will move on to Collabratec. And I think we can skip the slide. It's just an intro slide. So in Collabratec, I am one of the lead ambassadors, and I'm the lead volunteer of IEEE Puzzlers. And we will now explore together the platform, how you can use it, how you can benefit from it, and also more about IEEE Puzzlers, which is like the heart of the platform, I promise. So let's get started. What's Collabratec? What's its mission? What are the goals? So basically, Collabratec started 10 years ago. It's a platform that was inspired by IEEE and the MGA strategic goals. And the main goal of the platform is to unite the IEEE technical community globally. So as I just mentioned, it's uniting everyone under one space. That's why it's called Collabratec. So the three main goals here that you can see is first to provide opportunities, and I want to highlight the word opportunities that are available on the platform for collaboration, research, and knowledge sharing for all the people who are in IEEE. The second goal is to empower the technology professionals in their careers through ongoing education, mentoring, networking, and lifelong engagement. And the third main goal is obviously to have more member engagement so that the current members in IEEE feel like they are benefiting more, that they are engaging together. And also another goal is to grow the membership, because Collabratec is free for everyone. It is free for non-members as well. They can join Collabratec. They will not get exclusive benefits, so we will talk about it later, but it is open to non-members as well. So when they join the platform, they will discover what IEEE is, and once they discover it, then they will feel like they would like to be an IEEE member. Okay, so more about Collabratec. This platform is open to 385,000 members are open to sign up on the platform. So far, we have 100,000 members on the platform. We celebrated that in 2024, which is amazing. And also, it provides exclusive services for IEEE and society members on the platform. So people who are non-members will not get these services, and we will talk about this a little bit later. As I'd like to call it, it is the Facebook of IEEE, because literally you can go there, you can find groups, which are called here communities. You can talk about stuff in these communities. You can share files. You can talk about all sorts of topics. So we have communities related to some career interests, like let's say related to a certain technology like AI, or related to humanitarian initiatives, or related to IEEE societies, or even recreational math, which is IEEE Puzzlers. It has its own community. Other than this, you are able to build your professional network on the platform. And how do you do that? Because you are able to connect with people. So you add them to your network, you can send them messages, you can share files, all of that in the platform. The file management is something also very important. So the platform is integrated with your Google Drive account, or if not Google Drive, even Dropbox, I think, is integrated with your account, with your Collabratech account. So it's great you are able to integrate them. And it's also very helpful for mentoring. So right now you can request a mentor and you can become a mentee on the platform. Other than this, something very exciting for all of you who love brain teasers and small challenges is that on the platform there's something called badges. So people who participate in communities can earn some badges, and I will show you a special badge a little bit later on. Finally, something that's very interesting and very unique to Collabratech is that Collabratech knows that you are an IEEE member, because basically when you log into Collabratech, you are logging in with your IEEE account, and it is using the same database in the backend. So basically it knows that you are an IEEE member, that you are a society member, it knows that you are a volunteer. It has all of this information. So this is really great. You are able to search the membership directory and the volunteer directory. You are able to get information about, for example, the leaders of your section. So you can see all of that on Collabratech, and I will show you how you can do that. As I just mentioned, Collabratech provides so many services available elsewhere, such as collaboration, networking tools, messaging tools, and it is optimized for mobile. But additionally for that, it provides specific IEEE added services, like validating our membership, because it knows that we are members, obviously. And also it provides certificates for all people who are members. So you are able to download your membership certificate. You are able to download your volunteering certificate if you are a volunteer, and I will show you how to do that as well. Also, you can find your section hub, your student branch hub. So I will show you my section hub also when we finish the presentation. And then also it provides personalized recommendations of IEEE offerings. It is integrated with the IEEE warehouse, so it has your information. And also it helps a lot to encourage people to join IEEE. Now, for all the badge lovers, this is one of the badges celebrating 10 years of Collabratech. If you go to the membership forum on Collabratech, you can find this. You are able to solve these clues, and then you will be able to earn a badge. And that's one of the brain teasers that you can find on the platform. We have a lot of amazing brain teasers that I will show you a little bit later. Okay, now what are your exclusive benefits as a member? First, of course, it has your verified identity. You are able to be recognized by badges for member grade and volunteer and mentor status. And let me show you that by sharing my screen. And I will go into Collabratech to show you how all of that is done. So first, that's what you see when you go to Collabratech platform. And by the way, all of the benefits can be seen here. So you will see what's IEEE, why to join Collabratech, that you can find a mentor, that you can access workspaces and communities, that you can advance your careers, and all of the benefits. So all of that is available here. So let me sign in. As I mentioned, you can also create an account by using your IEEE email. And this is the same credentials as my IEEE email. So now once I sign in, it will open the home page. So you will see the home page. On the left, you will see my photo. Here it is. You will see this really nice badge which says, what's my membership milestone? I've been in IEEE for 9 years, so you can see it here. You can also see here that I'm a member. That's also here as a membership milestone, and so on. So all of that can be seen here. Now, I mentioned that you can get certificates. How can we see that? I will just click on certificates and I will show you. So here's my profile. As I mentioned, you are able to get certificates. So I can download my membership milestone certificate. And here it is. This is my membership, my certificate of membership. It is available for me to download, to share it on social media. And similarly, I can go here and I can download my volunteering certificates. And what's great is that they have certificates even for past positions. Imagine I can get a certificate for being the chair of my student branch in 2019. And I will show you how it looks like. These certificates look like this. They say Certificate of IEEE Volunteering, recognizing your service to the mission and members of IEEE. And here it says what is your role in which entity and also from which year to which year. So this is really great. You can see here all of these details about your membership. You can download these certificates. So as I mentioned, IEEE already knows all of your history as a member and as a volunteer. Now, getting back here, I mentioned that there is a membership directory. So let me show you how you can find the membership directory by going on Collabratech. So going to Collabratech here, if you click on Connect, you will see here several options. One of them is IEEE members. This is the membership directory, and IEEE volunteers. This is the volunteering directory. You can also find like authors, like who are authors of papers and so on. So let's say I will click here, explore all under IEEE members. So here I can see all of the members in IEEE. And what's great is that you can filter. Like I can choose, for example, I want to filter my section. So here's my section. I want to filter by young professionals. So here are the YPs. Maybe I want to filter by a specific student branch. I want to filter by volunteering if they are present volunteers. Okay, great. I can filter by so many other things, like here, what are the volunteering positions? I can choose a specific one. I can filter by interest. So this is really great. You are able to search the membership directory. The people who are here have approved to be in the membership directory, of course, and you are able to send a message and connect with these people. So other than this, there's the society and IEEE membership directory. As I mentioned, you just have to filter by society. And there's also the volunteer membership directory. You can click here on IEEE volunteers. These are the volunteers. And then here I can click to filter by my section or any other type of filtering that I would like. Similarly, you can search for mentors. Here shows all the mentors. I'm filtering by my section. These are the mentors in my section. So I can request someone to be my mentor. So I will show you a little bit later on how you can enable this in your settings. So to continue, we also have like specific section hubs and student branch hubs. I will show you my section hub in a bit. We also have the members forum community. Our profile is automatically updated, as I mentioned, and also the contact center chat, for which if you want to contact the contact center, you can do that directly through the platform. I already mentioned this, but here it is again. This is how you can see the verified identity of members. So you can see here that this person is a member. They've been in IEEE for 51 years, which is great. And you can also see that this person is a volunteer. You can see that they have earned a badge. You can see the section and so on. Also, as we just saw, you are able to download your volunteer certificates, which are updated every year. We also have the section and student branch hubs. So for those who are students, you can check your student branch hub. It will show you information about your student branch. And now I will also show you for my section. So I just have to either go here back to the home page, or I can go to also my favorites, and I will just click on my IEEE section hub. So here's my section. You can see here, that's me with my membership information. And here it will mention the information of my section. So you can see here upcoming events happening this month. You can see here who are new in the membership directory, who are new members in my section. We can see here the leadership of my section. So if I'd like to connect, network, send a message to anyone from my section leaders, here my section chair is not on Collabratech, but the others are on Collabratech. You can see here the posts from members in my section, the communities where they are. Here, what's really nice is we have the section announcements, which is like, you know, the e-notices that you receive from your section. If they send an email, an e-notice, you can check them out from here. You can also see the section members who were elevated to a new member grade. You can see them here and congratulate them, the people who have earned the badge, and so on. So it's a really nice space to connect in your section, and there's a very similar one for your student branch. And we've also mentioned the membership and volunteer directory, where you can click on message and send a message and connect on Collabratech. Now, something that I know all of you have been waiting for is mentoring. And let me share my screen on how you can become a mentor and how you can request a mentor. Basically, you just have to go here to your settings. Okay, and this will show the settings of my account. Now, I just have to scroll down until I find the mentor settings here. And then I can click on Edit Mentor Settings. Okay, here it is. I can choose to enable or disable being a mentor and a mentee. So I had a similar presentation before, and I enabled to be a mentee to show you how to search the mentors list. But now let me do that for the mentor. I will disable it and then enable it. Okay. Here it is. So if I want to become a mentor, I just have to click on this. And then I can change the status, saying I'm either accepting new mentees or not accepting mentees at this time. I can choose the gender. I don't mind. I can just put anything. I can even choose if I prefer students or professionals. I can choose the areas for which I can mentor. So let's say I will mentor on volunteering. I can choose other. I can also choose the language. So let's say I'm able to mentor in English. Also, I'm able to mentor, let's say, in French and Arabic. And also here the technical areas. So let's say which technical areas, I don't know, let's say operating systems, if they have it. Okay, they don't have it. Operation. Okay, this is nice. System integration. Let's say communication. So I can choose as many topics as I would like. Let's say wireless network. Okay, this is nice. I will just click on save. And that's it basically. Now I'm a mentor, and then I can have mentees, and that's really great. People can just search for me and then they will find me as a mentor. Okay, now let's recognize our sections and societies who are the most active. So from the sections, we have the UK and Ireland section who have the most member on Collabratech, but Uganda section has 52% of their members on Collabratech, which is amazing. We hope all of your sections can become on top of this chart as we share it again at the end of the year. Also, the largest societies, we have 14,000 members from Computer Society who are on Collabratech. This is the first, the number one society on Collabratech. Number two, we have the Power and Energy Society. Number three, we have the Communication Society. And as percentage of membership, there's the Society on Social Implications of Technology. It has 49% of its members on Collabratech, which is huge. And we encourage all of you from your societies to join Collabratec. Now, finally, 5 tips to help you stay connected on the platform. Collabratec is a really good tool to encourage people who are students to sign up so that they can understand that IEEE is not just a university club. It is more than that. It is an international community. It is really something that's way bigger. And hopefully it can help us to push them so they can transition to young professionals in the future. Similarly, you can welcome everyone to Collabratec. Non-members can also sign in, and then once they discover Collabratec, they can also maybe discover IEEE and become members in the future. Similarly, I would like to encourage you to search for communities and join them. I will show you now one example of communities, which is Puzzlers. I will show you right after I finish these tips, and you will see how you can interact in the communities in a really nice way. Also, for the members who are looking to become senior members, they can just go in Collabratec. They can ask for application references. It's happening right now in the membership forum community. And then people from the membership forum can help each other and they can reference each other so that they can help to get elevated to senior membership. And finally, last but not least, I encourage all of you to engage in IEEE by engaging in IEEE Puzzlers. So IEEE Puzzlers is really the most fun way to engage on Collabratec. It's a way for you to really discover everything that there is on Collabratec, as in, for example, the badges, the fun Q&A feature, the nice puzzles that we will see together. So it's a really nice way to do that. Some puzzles really introduce you to the features of Collabratec. So I will show you some on the Puzzlers community so we can do them together. I think we've already had the Collabratec overview, so let me show you the Puzzlers community. But first, I want to show you also a few slides about what's Puzzlers. So let me share that screen instead. Okay. Let me know if you can see my slide.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. So now this is just about Puzzlers because we've talked a lot about Collabratec, but I just want to show you 3 to 4 slides about Puzzlers. So basically, what's Puzzlers, why do we have it, and how do we have it? Puzzlers is a nicely branded initiative. It started in 2020 as an idea. Why don't we have puzzles and brain teasers that people can solve in IEEE so that they have fun, they engage, and also something to recognize the people who solve more of these brain teasers. Also, why do we want to have it? So that people have more satisfaction. Also, we want to attract new volunteers, and we want to nurture non-member awareness so they are more interested in IEEE. How do we do this? Through puzzles that are created by the volunteers and staff. They are published regularly on Collabratec. Every week we have 3 puzzles. Usually they are published on Monday. So you can see everything and all of the facilities that are available on the platform. And I want to also to remind everyone that in 2020, it was during COVID period. So it was a really great time to start this initiative. The Collabratec community started in 2021. So we were working before on the concept and on the first initial puzzles, and then the community was launched in May 2021. And right now it has 8,000 members. So these numbers need to be updated. It is 8,000 members right now in the community. Most of them are members, but we also have a lot of non-members. Right now, we have more than 500 puzzles that are published. We have representation across all member grades. So what's amazing, and it's very unique to the puzzlers community, is that everyone loves the puzzlers. Yeah, sorry? Yeah, so I was saying everyone loves the puzzlers. So really, we have people who are students who like the puzzlers all the way to life members, and even life members are more active than any other membership grade on Collabratech. They are amazing. They solve so many puzzles. They say it keeps their brain sharp, and it's really right. So right now we have more than 500 puzzles, as I mentioned, even more than 600 that are published so far in the community. We have more than 8,000 participants, and thousands of members have earned the badge as of this year. Also, what's really great, and it's a great announcement, it's an achievement. 1 year through the Puzzlers community, we won an award. So there was an award that was given by the American Society of Association Executives. It's to honor how we have executed this idea of puzzlers, and also how it has engaged the members and volunteers. So we got this award. There were 200 submissions across 15 categories with over 150 judges. We were selected as the winner. So this is an amazing achievement. It's an award-winning community on Collabratech, recognized internationally by an association as well. And yeah, that's just a small recap. These are from previous years. We have so many volunteers. We have so many puzzles. We have so many initiatives. We have 10 active badges. I think we added more. So right now you can get up to 15 badges, and we will see also on the Collabratech how you can get them. We also have so many in-person events that started in 2023. We have also some special events. So people now can participate in Pi Day. So in Pi Day, we have every year something called the Puzzle-thon, which I will also show you. We also have other special things happening. And as I mentioned, Puzzlers is the community that has the most engagement on Collabratech. It is the most active community with 90% of people engaging in Puzzlers. So that's all really great. Now let's see what Puzzlers is about. I will go again to Collabratech and show you everything about Puzzlers. Okay, so we are back to the platform. I just have to search IEEE Puzzlers. Here it is, and I can choose the Puzzlers community. So as I mentioned, we have 8,000 members in the community, which is amazing. I will share the link here, so if you're not in Puzzlers, you can join it. So I've just shared it in the chat. Basically, that's how the community looks like. You will see here every week we have some featured posts. Here we have some of the latest puzzles that are pinned on top in the community. You will see here that's one of the puzzles. You have to solve it. Then when you solve the puzzle, you can just put the answer. So I will show you what happens if I put a wrong answer. So I will put wrong answer, anything. So I will get a pop-up like this one, and it will tell me that my answer is not correct. And then if I answer correctly, then I will get also something like this. So it will show that I have answered my puzzle correctly. So this is something, it's called Q&A feature. It is a feature that is unique to Collabratech. So, you know, when you scroll on social media, you see a post on Facebook, you see a puzzle, you will see the answer in the comments. However, on Collabratech, it is hidden. No one will see the answer. And that's the uniqueness of the platform. So when you come to the Puzzlers community, you will see a lot of puzzles. We have many puzzle types. So here, for example, this is the word shuffle. This is the link word, which is a new puzzle type we have introduced. We have here the Rebus rules, which is just look at this image, try to understand what it is. Here, another Rebus rules. The missing number, you have to find the number that's missing by figuring out what's the pattern here. We have so many puzzle types available. We have the hidden dimension here, so you have to think in 3D about this cube and try to find to answer the question for this hidden dimension. we have unknown values. We have so many puzzle types. If I want to explain all of them, I will take too much time. But you can go here, you can scroll here, you can check all these puzzle types and try to solve these puzzles. This is amazing, and I encourage you to start. I am sure that you will be addicted to solving the puzzles. So now I want to show you something that's very special about Collabratec, as I mentioned, is that there's something called badges. So if I go to my profile, I can see my badges that I have earned. And you can see here we have some badges also for the puzzlers. Here it is. So the first one, the Puzzler Quest Level 1 Bronze, is the badge that you earn when you solve 7 puzzles on the Puzzlers community. So you can now go in, solve 7 puzzles, you will get the bronze badge. Now what happens afterwards? If you solve 15 puzzles, you will get the silver badge. If you solve 30 puzzles, you will get the gold badge, and so on. So what's really great is that the more puzzles you solve, then you will get more and more badges. And then afterwards, we recognize the people who get the badges. So every while we do something really fun on puzzlers. We go in, we do a random draw. So we try to choose like random people who earn the badge, and we give them some gifts. We literally send the gift to your home if you're one of our winners. So we've done that every year. We did it also this year. It's part of our puzzle-thon. So I will also show you the puzzle-thon that we did for this year. It's really great. And I hope that you always engage with us, try to earn as many badges as possible. It's really the most fun activity that you can do on Collabratech. And similarly, there are other badges that you can earn. As I mentioned, for the 100,000 members on Collabratech, there was a badge going on. There's also a special edition badge for the 10th anniversary celebration. It's happening in the membership community, so let's check it. The members forum. I think it's called membership. Yep, here it is. So I will also share the link here in the chat. So here, this is the first clue for 1IEEE, the 10th anniversary of Collabratech, where you can solve this puzzle and it will be one step closer to earning the badge. And then here's the second clue. You have to comment about something fun. So here people are commenting about maybe a positive experience related to their participation in Collabratech. And then afterwards, the third clue is to answer a poll. So you have to answer a poll. There's a question, which feature do you use the most? Then you have to choose which feature. Then based on this, you will get, if you do all of these 3 steps, you will get the amazing badge that is featured on your profile. And what's great, and then I will show you this, is that some of these badges have certificates. So for example, I will share this one. Yep, that's a certificate for the 100,000 IEEE members badge. So that's a certificate for this celebration. And we have other certificates that are available for the level 5, the diamond badge. I have here my certificate for the puzzlers level 5 badge. And yeah, as I mentioned, we have so many levels. So the more you solve, the more badges you can get. I guess that's everything I wanted to share. So if you have any question or anything that you'd like to ask, feel free to go ahead now. Or if you want me to show you something more on Collabratech.
Yes, Mohammed, please. You can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Okay, so you can hear me now well, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So I just want to ask if we can actually access such an amazing thing of having puzzles and do our own for our SPs through IEEE puzzlers. For example, if we can like do our own tests, maybe have a badge for them, or maybe for only our SPs if you have an event and we want to engage them. So instead of using Quizlet or other third-party quizzes websites, maybe we can use it. So if there's like a way to it, please if you can tell us. And if not, if it can be added to your future plan, it will be so great. Thank you so much.
Yes, so actually, I love the question, and someone asked me the same question yesterday. I was presenting also about the Collabratech. So to answer your question, my answer will be two parts. The first part, yes, if you'd like to have a badge, you'd like to have like this type of activity, like something fun, creating your own puzzles, we can do that. However, the badges are programmed by the IEEE staff, so it takes some time because every badge has a journey. So basically, I showed you one example, which is the 10th anniversary of Collabratech. You can see that there are several steps, and then there are several clues. You have to solve a puzzle, you have to answer a comment, you have to vote on a poll. And similarly, there are like a lot of triggers that can be implemented to have a badge. So if you'd like to have a badge, you need to know what's your journey, what's the theme of the badge, how it's gonna be done, where it's gonna be done on the community, on Collabratech, in which community, who can earn it, and also maybe when do you want to have it. So you have to think about all of that. And then also, once you know that I'd like to have a badge, I'd like to have it for this special event, I have these steps that I want to implement, then together we can work on it. We can see how we can do that. If it's feasible for the staff to program it for you, because of course we want the badge to be earned by as many people as possible if it's a celebratory badge. So we want something that everyone on the platform will absolutely love. Now, for my other part, for my answer here, is that what's great about IEEE Puzzlers is that you can use everything that already exists so that you can do something fun in your student branch. So I will show you one example. It's the Puzzlers Activities Guide. But 1 second, I will get the link. But anyway, in the meantime, I will just show you something really fun. If you go to the activities guide, I will share my screen right now. You can check that we have a lot of suggestions for people like you who would like to have something with puzzlers and don't know where to start. So I will share here in the chat the activities guide. Okay, so if you look here at the guide, you will see a lot of examples of activities that you can do in your student branch. So for example, this activity is a badge competition. That's something I can encourage you to do. For example, this competition is encourage people to earn a badge. We did this first in Uganda. There was a student branch, they did this. They had a challenge. They called it the diamond chase because the diamond is a badge that we have. And they encouraged people to get the diamond badge. And then everyone went to Collabratech. They started searching for puzzles that they would like to solve and then solving the puzzles to earn the badge. And then once they earn the badge, they just have to go to their settings, take a screenshot to their profile, take a screenshot and show you that they earned the badge. Then you can do a draw, you can recognize them, you can do whatever you'd like with the people who earned the badge. So that's something really nice that you can do. Here they did a random draw and then they chose the lucky winner. And they also collaborated with us as Collabratech and Puzzlers. So we were able to send some goodies to the winners. Also, something else, that's also something called the Platinum Race. It's also a very similar activity. So it was also similar, asking people to earn a badge, and they also got awards. Similarly, there's an icebreaker you can do if you're having something in person. You can ask people, either you can print the badges, print the puzzles, or you can ask them to go to Collabratech and solve specific puzzles. And then you can check if they have solved it. You can ask them to use the answer that they have put in the puzzle. so that they can enter a draw, and then you can give them an award, or everyone who gets it will get something. That's something else you can do. Something else is something very fun. You can print QR codes of puzzles. Then people will come, they will draw one paper, they will get a QR code, they have to solve it. They have, like, for example, 10 seconds, 1 minute to solve it, and so on. So you can do something fun here. So here are so many examples. I will not go through everything, but I will just tell you one more example, which I would really love, and it's the jigsaw puzzle. So the jigsaw puzzler is an activity we've had, I think, for the first time this year in Panama, when we had a meeting with the student activities, the young professional women in engineering, and life members. And the first time we implemented it, it was literally, we were in a room, it was in the morning. We asked people to come to the meeting in the morning. They were, like, very tired. They just woke up. And then the very first thing, they were sitting randomly on the tables. So imagine you're in a table with people who can be students, or even who can be life members, young professionals, and so on. And then they were having this on the table. So they had like a small puzzle pieces. And what they needed was to use these puzzle pieces together as a team to get a puzzle. And then when they got the puzzle, they have to solve it. So this was a very fun activity. I'm showing you here some pictures. The most fun activity. Everyone was so energized afterwards. That's something you can definitely implement if you're having something in person and you want people to be engaged. You can just reach out to me. I will put my email on the chat as well. And we can send you a box. So we have right now like a prepared box with some of these jigsaw puzzlers, and maybe even some goodies and prizes that you can use, and you can implement this own activity in your own section. So I know that right now we have so many sections that already implemented it, so many student branches. It was implemented in the Region 9 meeting. So it's really great. You can do it very easily. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, it's so perfect. Okay, so I'm definitely emailing you for one of those because it sounds so fun. And I have another question about Collabratec actually. I noticed that you mentioned that Collabratec is not only for IEEE members, actually non-members can actually get in also. So my question about my volunteers, I have volunteers in my SP or on my section that they are not IEEE members yet, because of the economic situation or whatever, or they are not really motivated enough yet. But in the same time, I wanted to include them in, for example, our SP profile or our section profile. So I was wondering, can they be affiliated with my SP or my section, although they are not members yet? I know there is an automatic system affiliating me to my SP and my section, but is there like another way for the non-members to be so? And if it is, are they like eligible for example, downloading a certificate as you did for them like attending or participating in my SP or my section also? And thank you.
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, unfortunately, no. If they are not members, then we cannot have this information. We cannot, because when someone is a volunteer, then they have to be reported on 𝐕2s, and only the people reported on 𝐕2s will get this certificate, because it's automatically generated from the people on 𝐕2s. So it's integrated with the 𝐕2s. So if they don't have a membership, they cannot be added to 𝐕2s, so they cannot get the certificate. This is one of the member-only benefits for only members. And yeah, but the good news is if you have non-members who would like, for example, to solve puzzlers, they can earn the badge of puzzlers. And sometimes we do some draws. Of course, we will do a lot of draws who are for members only, but sometimes we do some of these draws who are IEEE non-members can also earn. And sometimes in these draws, we can like give out free society membership if we can do that. So we did this during the puzzle-thon that we had last year. So if they become members in the future and then they win and draw, they can also earn a membership for a society. Hopefully in the future, maybe we can give out a free membership. I don't think that we can, but it can be something that can be explored in the future. But yeah, if they are not members, then we cannot provide such benefits.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So does anyone else have any question? You can just unmute yourself. Okay, great. So I guess we don't have any more questions.
Sybil, just last question. What advice would you be giving to the young professionals or the students who want to take their first step in contributing beyond their local section?
Wow, that's an amazing question. I guess my advice would be open to volunteering, to any opportunity that you get. For me, my very first step to volunteering outside of my section was just scrolling through the IEEE volunteering platform, trying to find a good opportunity. Then I found puzzlers. I felt that that's something I'd love to do in my real life. You know, like I like to solve puzzles. I've been creating puzzles since I was a little girl, so that's something I love. And then I felt that, oh my God, that's the first time I actually has something related to what I like. And I volunteered with puzzlers, and look at me today. I'm volunteering in so many other international opportunities. So my very first advice is do something you love, scroll through the volunteering platform, try to find opportunities that maybe you can contribute to. If there is, like, for example, a call for volunteers, call for ambassadors for IEEE Day, for IEEE Extreme, for any international event, for Education Week, try to apply, try to contribute, participate, be active. And then later on, the more you are active, the more you start to understand IEEE more, because believe me, it's so complicated. There's so many things going on. And then once you understand how big IEEE is and you start to be more active, then really you will start to discover how, even though it's huge, IEEE is really a small community. And every time you volunteer somewhere new, you will meet the same people that you volunteered with last time in another community. And then the more committees you work in, the more you meet the same people, and then you start feeling like this feeling of belonging to IEEE. So it will be like a really nice experience, the best experience that you can get out of your membership. So just be open to volunteering. And I will also share here the link of the volunteer platform if you'd like to browse it and search if there are any opportunities. So every while we have opportunities, even from puzzlers, that we will share on the volunteer platform. So if you'd like to volunteer with puzzlers as well, then you can also check the platform and hopefully volunteer in the future.
Yeah, thank you, Sybil. I think, Vamshi, we can proceed.
Sure, Gaurav. Yeah, thank you once again, Sybil, for taking the time to share your expertise and experiences with us today. On behalf of the organizing team, we would like to present the small token of appreciation as a virtual memento to express our heartfelt gratitude. We also truly value your contribution and look forward to more collaboration in the future. With that, we conclude today's session. Thank you to all the participants for joining us. Wishing you a pleasant day ahead. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Vamsi and Gaurav and everyone who joined the session today. And I hope you have an